and back down. And we go shift and back down. And that is a fun exercise you can do, and you can speed it up. Yeah. Or you can slow it down. Yo, what's up, everybody? Again, this is Ray Bradford from Scatterbrain and Ray Bradford Podcast, bringing you another episode of Base Lessons, the Scatterbrain Way. This week, we're going to be straight to the point again, and we're going to go straight into something I want to call Scatterbrain Scale Method. The Scatterbrain Scale Method. What is that, you say, Ray? That's my way of approaching scales and how I think about scales. We're going to do a few different examples today. We're going to do a major scale approach and how I map them out. So it's two different variations of that. And then we're going to do a minor scale, a natural minor scale, which is the approach in mapping. A way I do that is two ways I look at that. Well, really we'll focus on one way for the minor scale. And then we'll just put a groove to the scale itself. So not that you're playing a groove and then having to throw the scale in. No, just groove the scale. If you're an avid bass fan and check out all the bass historians, Ron Carter used to say he didn't practice a bunch of crazy licks and stuff like that. He just would practice walking scales. So we're going to practice grooving scales. Let's jump straight into it. First thing I want to look at is a major scale. And we're going to do G major scale. If you have a 4-string bass, of course, don't pay attention to my low B string. It'll be your lowest string. But if you have a 5-string, of course, it's that string there. Again, look at the right hand, see what string I'm hitting. We're going to do that. And we're going to start the Scatterbrain way of doing this is not starting on scale degree 1. We're going to start on scale degree 7. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're just going to play up. Until you get that, then you can start adding down. So that is we're using the approach of a finger per fret, which is universal. All teachers use this method, right? Or academia teachers, they use this method, a finger per fret. So what do I mean by that? So if I'm in the key of G, my middle finger is on G. So everything that's in that fret, that's in any fret on a string, I'm only using that finger. Same for my first finger. If it's on this fret is going to be a finger, and that fret is going to be a finger. So here we go. And slow down this. So that's finger 1, finger 2, finger 4, finger 1, finger 2, finger 4, finger 1, finger 3, 4. And we're just playing one octave. You can apply this to any major scale. I probably talked about this before, but I'm glad I'm reiterating it. This is any scale, any major scale, whatever key you want to do it in B. That's B, D, C, F, E flat. Any major scale, that is my approach to the way I'm gonna play that scale. So you do it here, and if I wanted to play it again here, I'm blocking it. I'm using it as blocks. So I just took that block and moved it to here. Took this block and moved it here. Nothing to connect it. We didn't do anything to connect it. We just shifted. We got here and then shifted. And with your shifts, your hand don't come off the base. So, check that again. All right. So now let's take that and make a groove out of it. 1, 2, 3, and there we go. 3, 4, 1. And we're gonna let's do the shift. Here we go to shift. And shift. Here we go. And go. And back down. And we go shift. And back down. And that is a fun exercise you can do, and you can speed it up. Yeah. Or you can slow it down. And go shift. And boom. That's a major scale approach, the Scatterbrain scale method. And for more tips on that, I would say contact me, email me, comment in the on the post, and we could put together the extension of how we're gonna put this together, the 2 blocks. Now we can work on more fingerings, different fingerings and more fingerings. We can do all of that to make it to where you can connect it. And we could do that. So, or you could slow it down and learn it too. But I would prefer if you come in and we can work it out and we can sit down over FaceTime or in person. Because again, the lessons are being offered. Click the link. It'll take you to it. Click the link in the bio. It'll take you to it. But that's the major scale approach to that. So now let's do minors. So we're going to do E minor. What is E minor? E minor is the relative minor of G major. E natural minor is the relative minor of G major. Say that again. E natural minor is the relative minor of G major. Simplified layman terms, it's just the minor scale that's within G major. So they contain the same exact notes. They contain the same exact notes. Again, they contain the same exact notes. Let's list the G major scale. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Let's list a E natural minor scale. E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E. Again, that's E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E. So it's just the same notes. Theory makes it sound more complicated than it is, but it's not that complicated. The simple concept is the relative minor contains the exact same notes as the major scale that it's relative to. All right. So let's do E major. I mean E minor. We're gonna play it on our A string, on our seventh fret. Start on our seventh fret, first finger. This is a universal way to play the natural minor scale. I don't even want to say this is Scatterbrain exclusive, but this is a universal way. You would think you would want to end with your fourth finger, but nah, you would end on your third finger because again, it's a finger per fret. So anything that will be played in that fret will be that finger. Anything played with this fret, that finger. So here we go. Now, once you get your independence of your hand down, you can do that. Because most likely, if you're in a song, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go. See, it would be more natural. It's more natural for me to do it that way. Some people, it's more natural to go. That's not natural. It feels weird. I'd rather pinky instead of ring finger. But here we go. Again, that's finger one, finger three, finger four, finger one, finger three, finger four, finger one, finger three. From the top again. Finger one, finger two. Finger three, finger four, finger one, finger three, finger four, finger one, finger three. Don't worry about playing down until you're comfortable playing up. And then once you get comfortable doing that, work on your way down. It's always start slow. That's a common mistake people do. They start everything fast and nothing is clean, but and if you have to start slower than that, that's fine. It's always the same when I was in school, when I was in college. If you walk by the practice room and everybody sounds good and they're playing stuff fast, that means they're not working on anything that they're not good at. Again, I'll say that. If you're walking past practice rooms and everyone sounds good and they're playing stuff fast, that means they're not working on things that they're not good at. Say that again. If you walk past a practice room and everyone sounds good and they're playing things fast, that means they're not working on things that they're not good at. Why did I repeat that so much? Because just because you're playing it slow in the first 3 months, first 6 months, does not mean you're not capable. It just means you're building repetition in the muscles. They're learning, and sooner or later they're gonna fire off rapidly, and you're gonna be like, "Wow, I didn't know I could play it like that." Yes, it will happen. Unfortunately, it will happen like that. You will do something 3 to 6 months, feel like, man, I'm not getting it, and out of nowhere, you will get it. So don't feel bad that you have to start slow. Some people can naturally pick it up and play fast. Other people have to start slow. Start slow, be able to hear it, how it sounds, be able to tell how it feels, and work your way up. Instead of playing it super fast and can't hear it, you don't know how it sounds, you don't know how it feels, you just playing fast. Boom. No, that's not sustainable long term. Again, so that was the scale. Finger one, finger three, finger four, finger one, finger three, finger four, finger one, finger three. Let's do it. Let's do it in a groove. I don't want to do it like that. Let's find another way. There we go. Play it with me. Last time. No, take it down an octave if you can. One more time on this low octave. This it. All right, and then when I played it on that open, think of open strings as being your finger one. So I'm still playing everything the same. No, I'm not. So I'm gonna play it the same. My bad. I'm sorry. There we go. See, my natural response, the scatterbrain way to play that in that octave is to so I'm using only fingers I'm using are 1, 2. So I'm only using 1 and 2. So open 1, 2, open 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, open 1, 1. I'll say it one more time. Open 1, 2, open 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, open 1, 1. And I'm naming fingerings, not scale degrees. I'm naming fingerings. So take that back, rewind it, hit the and rewind it. But that's the way I would play it. Or you could play it. You could use that same fingering, but just imagine that your open string is your finger one. So I'm still using the open, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, open 1, 3, 3, open 3, 4, open 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, open 3, 3. So still using this finger here. Still using that. But that is, voila, the Scatterbrain scale method. Use those two things to get you in the game of playing scales. Simple pattern, simple way to play the scale. It's a groove in there, so it gets your time, gets your scale, gets your coordination. You're working on a bunch of things at one time. The only thing that I know you're not focusing on while you're working on this is your right hand, but that's for another lesson. That's another thing by itself. Like I always say, find your grandmama, your granddaddy, your mama, your daddy, your auntie, your uncle, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your nephew, your niece, your boo, your bae, your lover, whatever you call them. Find them, hug on them, tell them you love them. Peace out. Y'all be safe.